NBC10 breaking news.
Good morning. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Brittney Shipp. We have had a really active past couple of hours between tornado warnings. We still have flash flood warnings that are in effect. We do want to show you reports of flash flooding in our area, specifically if you're closer to Montgomery County. Take a look at this video out of King of Prussia. So if you're an early riser, if you have to leave for work in the next hour or so, you want to be very careful as you're driving around. You want to try and turn around, find another way to go. We never recommend trying to pass through flooded roadways. We have another video we want to show you. This is out of Berwyn. So really it was, this is Chester County here. So this is going to be what you will find as you're getting up. If you leave the house before 4:30, 5:30 in the morning, until we see these flash flood warnings expire, again, you're going to be running into areas of flooded roadways. We have one more video that we want to show you out of Andorra and similar conditions here. So basically we saw a lot of tropical moisture move in associated with the remnants of Fred. We were tracking this for most of the night. And then we're just getting in these storm reports here. We wanted to show you two different ones right now. This is out of Bucks County. Potentially this could have been a tornado. So we're just getting some reports in from the National Weather Service. That tornado warning was issued between 12:30 and about 1:15 in the morning. This is Sutterton. Down trees and wires and some damage to homes in the area of Deerfield Drive and Township Line Road. So this was all estimated from radar. We have one more down trees here. Likely with tornado damage, and this was based on a radar signature, so specifically in that Bucks County area. And now as the line of storms continues to track to the northeast, we're seeing more tornado warnings, but not in our area. The only thing we're seeing in our area includes flash flood warnings, which will stay in effect at least between 4:30 and 5:30. It's 4:30 for areas like Norristown, just to the east of Pottstown, down towards Westchester, Concord under this, Springfield. So if you live in these areas, again, you want to be very careful. Flash flood warnings are just as serious as even a tornado warning due to the flooded roadways that we typically see once we see these warnings. We've seen about 5 inches of rain come down in 2 to 3 hours. So there's nowhere for the water to go, which is why we typically start to see these flash flood warnings. This one is in effect, which includes Philadelphia, until 5:30 in the morning. So we can't emphasize enough just staying weather aware as you're driving around. There's the line of storms that's continuing to move out of our region. We saw a lot of lightning associated with this. Right now, just a few spotty showers over the Philadelphia area and then also closer to Trenton. Apart from that, things are drying out. We also want to switch you over to our 6-hour rainfall amounts here, our observations, and you can see the bullseye is again north and west of Philadelphia. Each of these icons that you see are reports of flooding, and also 4.5 inches came down. Take a look just outside of Westchester, 7 inches of rain in just 3 to 4 hours. So that's why we're dealing with flash flooding at this time. That was the concern with the remnants of Fred, is that we would see tropical downpours, and that's exactly what we're dealing with. So coming up, we'll have more details starting on NBC10 News at 4 o'clock. We want to make sure everyone is staying safe. Just be careful, especially if your neighborhood is under a flash flood warning. We're returning you to Kelly Clarkson.
NBC10 breaking news.
Good morning. I'm NBC10 First Alert Meteorologist Bill Henley coming to you with a live report. The National Weather Service just issued a tornado warning for parts of our area in Mercer County. That is just up. This tornado warning is now into effect until 3:45. If you live in this area, this is a line of storms that has produced severe weather in our area and continues to do so. And it looks like we are going to be in for some more before this one finally pulls away this morning. The tornado warning in effect until 3:45. It's a radar indicated tornado, which at this time is all you can hope for. It's part of this line that has rolled through Pennsylvania with a couple of tornado warnings already. So this is a storm to take seriously. If you're in this area, be prepared to take shelter or head to the lowest level in your home. This is a storm that can produce damage, as we have seen with other storms this morning. Take a closer look at the heaviest rainfall. It's pushing through. I'm going to bring this to a stop here, and that should be right there. It should be the latest. Give it one more loop. There it is. The heaviest rainfall just passing Hamilton Square. And let's take a look at the velocity. If we could pinpoint where that tornado might be, it looks like right in this area. We could see the signature of potential rotation within that storm. Now, one of the products that we use that can help track is the shear. This is part of the radar scan that will show what the winds are doing within the storm. And shear produces severe weather, or can produce severe weather, and we've seen it this morning. So you can see that line of shear that's moving right along I-195, heading off to the northeast, very close to 95. It's heading towards East Windsor right now. So let's take another look at that radar and check out the storm system right in here. You can see the heaviest rainfall is just moving towards East Windsor right now. So this storm is on the move. It is moving to the northeast at 30 miles an hour. So it's going to clear Mercer County very quickly and head into North Jersey. But for now, it is in our area, and it is likely producing some very strong winds right along 95, just to the south of East Windsor, and it is on the move. As I mentioned, about 30 miles an hour. That one is moving to our northeast, so it's going to be with us a short time, but during that short time, it is capable of damaging wind, bringing down trees, and leading to roof damage as well. You can see there's quite a bit of lightning with this storm, as well as there have been with the storms that have rolled through as we're tracking the tail end of what was Tropical Storm Fred. Even though the center of that storm missed us well to the north and west, it's still spinning some heavy rainfall in our area this morning. NBC10 meteorologist Brittney Shipp is here as well this morning and has been tracking it through the night. Brittney, are you seeing anything on the National Weather Service chat on the latest on this storm right now?
Yes, we're monitoring everything. So we just have the same information, which is that tornado warning is going to be in effect until 3:45. We do want to switch you over to Weather Computer 2 and just remind everyone, as Bill continues to track this, a few steps that you need to be taking. The first thing is, if you are under a tornado warning, which a portion of Mercer County is, you want to go to a central room away from windows. You want to head to a basement. If you do live in a high-rise building, try to make it to interior bathroom, where the bottom line is staying away from windows. Make sure you cover your head. And we've had a tornado watch in effect for most of the afternoon north and west of Philly, but right now we are tracking a tornado warning, and that means it's possible that one of the cells is producing a potential tornado. And so once we see the warning issued by the National Weather Service, which was issued right around 3:09, it is now 3:22. We have about 20 minutes left of this tornado warning. That means you definitely need to take cover. So we want to call off some of the names under the tornado warning, and that does include Hamilton Square, East Windsor. Bordentown is just outside of that area. We'll send it back over to you, Bill Henley, where you are definitely tracking this as it continues to move away, at least from parts of Mercer County.
It is a fast mover, so it is still in Mercer County. However, if you're just joining us, we are tracking what is potentially a tornado. A tornado warning is in effect until 3:45 this morning, a radar-indicated tornado, and at this hour, you're not likely to see it, so we encourage you, do not look out the window if you think this is in your neighborhood. This is part of the line that has produced severe weather this morning, and it's pushing off to the northeast. Don't look out the window. Better just to take cover in the lowest level of your house or apartment. And if you do not have a basement, then it is best to be in an interior room, such as a bathroom. Those tend to be sturdier than the rest of the house. Once again, a tornado warning in effect until 3:45 this morning. The heavy rain associated with this will make it difficult to see it if you're looking out the window. So it is best not to do that. Allow this storm to pass, and hopefully it'll pass your neighborhood without any problem. But it does look like it is a potentially damaging storm system. And once again, it's on the move, heading past East Windsor. So let's time it out for you. It is 3:23 right now. So Grace Rogers Norton School at 3:25, within 2 minutes. It's coming your way, heading towards Cranberry at 3:33. So this storm is a quick mover. It's not going to be around for very long in our area, but the potential for severe not only wind gusts, but it's also accompanying some very heavy rainfall. We have flash flood warnings up for parts of the area, so encourage you not to leave your house. If you do have to leave at about this time of the day, it's best to wait out this storm system and let it pass. All right, we'll clear that out and put this into motion. Once again, you can see that is indeed a fast-moving storm system. There it is, and this is the tail end of it. So this is the last bit of energy that we're going to see with this particular storm system that is coming through the area. Big improvements once we get past it, but we still have to deal with this one. Now it is just crossing over out of Mercer County, it looks like, but there's still a potential tornado right in there. I'm going to let it come to the end of the loop and give it a stop. And East Windsor, once again, East Windsor, you're right in the target zone of what this could be a radar-indicated tornado. Put the velocity map up once again. I'm not seeing a clear sign of where we might see some rotation, but if it is, it's right in this area, just to the south of East Windsor and quickly heading towards 133. So once again, this looks poised to head past I-95 this morning. You don't want to be on the road. In fact, you don't want to be outside, or as I mentioned, don't want to be looking out the window as well. The heaviest rain is just coming through the area right now. So this batch of heavy rain that's accompanying the storm is also moving off to the northeast at about 30 miles an hour. So we will see that come right out of the East Windsor area and move out of Mercer County. St. Anthony's School, 325, so we're right at there, right at this time. So stand by. This is the time to take shelter if you're in this area, because once again, we have a tornado warning. This is the third warning in our area this evening or early this morning. The rainfall coming with the remnants of Fred coming through the area at a pretty good clip. So there it goes. That's the tail end, that band of some very heavy rainfall. And you can see flood warnings are still in effect for portions of Philadelphia and the Pennsylvania suburbs, including portions of Delaware, Chester, Montgomery, and Bucks County. So take a closer look. Oh, well, it looks like they've just updated it. So as the tornado moves through Mercer County, they just shaved off the warning. So just to the southwest of East Windsor, you can stand down. But right in the East Windsor area, and you can see, let me get that right up there again. You can see what looks like a bit of a hook echo in this radar, which is traditionally one of the indications that we are seeing a tornado. So right in here, it looks like a bit of a hook echo. So that could very well indicate a tornado that is still active in the area. So, and that was it. Nope, we still have it. Okay, it's still updated. There it is. Right in here. And we take a look at how quickly it's moving off to the northeast at 30 miles an hour, and new towns are popping up in this area. So hopefully it's a lightly populated part of Mercer County. But again, if you are in this area, know someone that is in this area, this is a dangerous storm system with potentially damaging winds. A radar-indicated tornado moving off to the northeast at 30 miles an hour. You can see the heavy rain that is coming through, and there it is, the last bit of energy from this storm system. We will not only see that tornado warning expire at 3:45, if not before, so we're about 15, 16, 17 minutes away from that expiring, but it is going to be moving out of Mercer County before that happens. Any update there, Brittney, from the National Weather Service on this storm?
Yes, I'm monitoring the chat, and they did continue to extend this tornado warning still until 3:45. So that means they're probably seeing something on radar that's indicating that this is still an organized cell. It's still moving to the northeast at 30 miles per hour. It's also reporting a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Twin Rivers, or 14 miles south of New Brunswick, moving to the northeast at 30 miles per hour. So as we look at this velocity mode, we are looking for a couplet. So we're looking for the green and the red meeting up. And just to the south of East Windsor is where we're finding that. They also specifically mention Twin Rivers, right over Twin Rivers. So that's where we start to look again for any red and green coming together. So this is the area, just like you were pointing out, that potentially we could be dealing with a tornado. We'll switch you over to more of the reflectivity mode, and we're basically just watching this as it continues to track to the northeast. So if you live anywhere between East Windsor, if you are closer to Twin Rivers, and we want to include Monroe at this time in Cranberry, because we know that this cell is tracking to the northeast at 30 miles per hour. You definitely want to take cover right now. If you know anyone that typically uses 95 to get anywhere at this time, you want to give them a call and make sure they are staying weather aware as well. Just another reminder of what you need to do as soon as you hear about a tornado warning in your area. Maybe your phone is ringing. You want to go to a central room or a basement. You want to stay away from windows. You want to cover your head. So if you live specifically in this part of Mercer County, it is time for you to act now. Bill?
Yeah, so here we are We are watching it right now. As you mentioned, Brittney, it is starting to move out of Mercer County. There's Cranberry, there's Twin Rivers. That's the velocity mode, not getting a strong signature there, but you can see some reds and greens. And as far as that storm right there it is, Cranberry and 95. So this storm system just getting ready to cross 95. Not only does it potentially have a tornado, which is why we're on the air live at this hour with this tornado warning in Mercer County, but it also has some very heavy rainfall, and that rainfall extends right on 95. So that's going to make it impassable for the short term with a blinding downpour right along I-95. So this is no time to leave the house. And if you're in this area, obviously you can hear the heavy rainfall, but it makes it unlikely that you would be able to see it if you're looking out the windows. So the tornado may be rain wrapped and difficult to see. You don't even want to try it if you're in this area. You want to be staying in your safe spot, whether that's in the lowest level of your house or apartment, your basement, or on the first floor if possible. And if you're in a high rise, you want to be in an interior room as well. So this storm system quickly moving off to the northeast and out of Mercer County at this time. Still some very heavy rain with it, but the rain will be tapering off, and then we will still have a flood threat for portions of our area as this last band that's coming from the remnants of what was Tropical Storm Fred, tropical depression yesterday, and now a big area of low pressure heading off to the northeast. As that pulls away from our area, we'll see things improve, but you will still run into flooded roads. Be on the lookout for that. Ponding on the road can create havoc if you're getting ready to head out the door right now. So once again, here we are on the air tracking the latest from the First Alert Weather Center. This band of rainfall producing one more tornado warning in our area, a radar indicated tornado. And there it is. It is just pulling away from Mercer County, heading past East Windsor and passing to the north of Manalapan, heading towards Old Bridge, South Brunswick. You're out of it, but right along I-95 is the worst of it right now. We'll have a full report coming up at 4 o'clock this morning on NBC10 News Today. I'm NBC10 First Alert Meteorologist Bill Henley with First Alert Meteorologist Brittney Shipp live in the First Alert Weather Center.